Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In our channel, you can see the gross anatomy lectures, histology in a nutshell, easy embryology, anatomical quiz, radiological anatomy, anatomical practical exam preparation, surgical anatomy, and also the anatomical variations. So those who have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel now so that you will receive the everyday updates. Again, I am happy to meet you with the radiological anatomy series. So here we are going to see the X-ray of the wrist joint. You know the wrist joint is the synovial joint between the distal end of the radius and the articular disc overlying the distal end of the ulna and the proximal row of the carpal bones. They are scaphoid, lunate and triquetrum. Together, these articular surfaces of the carpals form an oval shape with a convex contour which articulates with the corresponding concave surface of the radius and articular disc. So we should know the articular surfaces of the any joint to see the X-ray of the joint. So now we will see the X-ray of the wrist joint. So now you are seeing the X-ray of the wrist joint. So you should identify the marked parts, anatomical parts of the joint. 1 and 2, the lower ends of the radius and ulna, and 3, 4, 5, they are the carpal bones. 6, 7 are the metacarpals. Now we will see the details in the diagrammatic representation of the same X-ray of the wrist joint. So now we can correlate these two pictures. 1 and 2 are the styloid process of the radius and ulna. You can note the styloid process of radius will extend further distally than that of the ulna. So that is the 1 and 2. 1 is the styloid process of the radius, 2 is the styloid process of the ulna. 3 is the intercarpal joint spaces. So that is the 3. Then you try to see the 4, 5. 4 and 5. Before going to the 4 and 5, we should know the carpal bones from lateral to medial. In the X-ray, you can identify lateral to medial, proximal row, scaphoid, lunate, triquetral, and pisiform. Distal row from lateral to medial, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. So in this, 4 is the pisiform shadow. In the proximal row, pisiform shadow is superimposed on that of the triquetral. So that is the 4. 5 is the hook of the hamate, appears as an oval white ring. Trapezium and trapezoid slightly overlap each other. 6th is easy to identify, first metacarpal bone. 7 are the sesamoid bones, 2 in number, opposite the head of the first metacarpal bone. So these are marked in the X-ray 1 to 7. If you see the diagrammatic diagram, again 8 and 9 are also marked. 8 is sometimes sesamoid bone opposite to the fifth metatarsal, opposite to the head of the fifth metatarsal. So this 7, there's 2 or sesamoid bones opposite to the head of the first metatarsal that is formed in the tendon of flexor pollicis brevis muscle. 9, 1 or 2 sesamoid bones are frequently present opposite the interphalangeal joint of the thumb lying in the flexor tendons. Phalanges are also seen separated by the interphalangeal joints. The terminal phalanges give a spade-like appearance. So these are the details of the X-ray of the wrist joint. So now in the next section we will see another radiological anatomy of any joint or any particular region. So those who have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe now so that you will receive the everyday notifications for the classes.